Welcome to the Rose Rundown, where I talk about movie, TV, and celebrity. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Braxtons. This is season 1, episode 2. So they're all still on this couch. And, she said, Miss E says that, she misses Tracy, but she feels for Kevin. She felt pain, obviously, because she lost one of her children. Obviously, she had 5 girls, 1 boy, and she almost lost Tracy 3 times while she was pregnant with her. And she did pray that God would take hers, because, we don't want to see the ones that we love suffering, especially cancer, because I'm sorry, but cancer a hoe. Cancer is the biggest hoe that I ever seen in my whole life, okay? And she didn't want to see her suffer. And the last time they filmed all together with Tracy was there back in 2020. And I think this was around like COVID time, right? Yeah, it was COVID time. And it was Tony's birthday. And she was at the party and she was like, oh, my throat is burning. And they was all telling her that she need to go see a doctor. And that's when she found out she had cancer, esophageal cancer, like right here, stage 3. And I'm sorry, but cancer's a bitch. We already discussed it. Cancer's a bitch and she's a hoe. Okay? And I don't know who was they show a lot of flashbacks, when Tracy was well and, when, she was sick. Again, it's very sad to see someone go through that. And I'm so sorry that she had to go through that. But she's in a better place and she's in a better place and she's healed. And on her last days, Tamar mentions that her favorite movie was Princess and the Frog. Now, Tamar, honey, how do you know that this girl's name is not Tawanna, it's Tiwanna, and you call her Tiwanna? That's not homegirl's name. And then Trina has had the hardest time dealing with Tracy's death because she was there when she took her last breath. I cannot imagine how that was for her. I've lost people to cancer myself, and it's very sad. It's very sad. I'll definitely say that. And she doesn't know how to turn off her brain, turn off her mind. Trust me. Just period. It is hard to turn off your brain. Sometimes your brain be thinking, you just want it to shut up, and she's dealing with PTSD. And Tamar got a lot of tools when she went to grief therapy. And Tawanda looks at death and grief differently, like she experienced it with her energy. And Trina feels like everybody just went to their corners and she don't feel the closest anymore. And to be honest, I kind of see it. I've always loved Trina. I've always I'm not gonna make no listing of which one I like the best, but I always liked Trina from the beginning. Cause yeah, and she really feels things. And yeah, and I miss Tracy too. She had this big personality. Sometimes she would say things you wouldn't she'd come up with her own little sayings, I would say. And it was very interesting. And Tawanda called her this 24-hour pot of coffee. And Tony is at the angry stage. Tony feels that she has to have it all together for her sisters because she's the oldest. And Tony thinks that she needs to suppress it. So she was angry at God, which I fully understand. I've been there. And why would he take her? Was it her turn to go, And Tony thought that she was gonna die first because she has lupus. And we learned in the last episode she had to get a bypass for her heart. And yeah, not Tracy. And she goes, I think that's definitely a coping mechanism, because sometimes I do that too. When something's bothering me, or if I just can't take life, I go to a peaceful time in my life, which is weirdly enough my childhood. When the 2000s, when it was carefree, then she says for her, excuse me, she goes to her music and she goes back to a time that she has peace. And then we see that little Kevin and their dad had to go because little Kevin, the police came and said that they had a warrant for him. So yeah. And then Tamar moved in a space what was best for her and her health. And Tamar's basically I don't want to beg for a sisterhood. I don't want to beg for a friendship. I don't know what happened after Tracy died, but y'all need to get back in the mixing bowl. And then Miss E starts crying. It's I don't want to be in the middle of this. Y'all got to figure this out. And she wants them to forgive and to love one another. But yeah, what everybody think of this episode. Again, these episodes keep getting sadder and sadder. And maybe towards the end of the season, it will get a little happier. But right now, I just want to say that again, all these reviews that I do for the Braxton season 1. I don't know if they'll come back with a season 2, but we're just going to talk about season 1 right now. They're all dedicated to Miss Tracy Braxton. And I hope that you continue to rest in peace. But I will see y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all later, because I posted this a little too late for episode 3. Bye.